well, it's cold tonight. It's around about minus 14 out here in Leningrad Oblast, just outside of St. Petersburg, about 12k. So off for the last night walk, as I promised I would. If you're watching us on live replay, oi, this way, come on. What are you doing? Go on, get up there, you big mutt. Go on, get your palky, get your palky. Jackie, get your palky, come on. Full of beans, ready to go out. So if anybody's watching and following the saga of my water on this live replay, you'll know I said already today that water's been off for a few days. We had frozen pipe, and well, we ran out of water, and then the well ran out of water, and then the pipe froze, and then yeah, we've had problems, and we're on buckets at the moment into the well. So joy of joys. And today, new pipe, well, basically the pipe that we had in was full of joints. Hello, I was online. Was full of joints, not joints as in marijuana or something, but joints as in. Let me get this. If I can get this going. See if I can get this going. Couldn't get this going earlier today. The text didn't come through. I've just sent a message. Hopefully it should set it off. So, yeah, the pipe was full of joints. Had 4 in it, and so the more joints you've got in a pipe like that, the more chance you've got of sucking air into it from the pump. So, wasn't working properly, and yeah, give me no end of problem. So now we've got a new pipe now, arrived today, 20 meters of piping that is now ready to put in. It's all insulated it all today, and put a new heated cable in the pipe. It's all looking lovely. Put new valves on the way it comes into the house and all that. And all they're all insulated, and they've all got a heater cable in them. So everything's done, electric's all done. So tomorrow, it got a bit late, got to 8 o'clock at night, and we're like, you know what, I'm not doing this tonight. So tomorrow it's a case of doing putting the pipe on and heat clipping on the electrics, and hopefully we should have water tomorrow. So tomorrow could be the first proper shower in almost a week, rather than a bucket shower, which is not the most comfortable thing though. It does work, but anyway, so probably the first shower in a week. And it's a lovely view tonight, by the way. You can see that. And so hopefully we'll get it up and running tomorrow. My boot's coming undone. Give me a second. There we are. That's better. Very cold tonight. It's about minus 14. Somewhere in there. And so hopefully, yeah, tomorrow we'll be on with water and whatever. And it's, I'll be glad when it's done, to be honest. Because I am fed up with 5 days of messing with pipes and trying to get it to go, and just nothing happening, everything freezing. But this is extreme temperatures. I have got a system of graduating levels, escalation levels of water supply. So start off with the normal water supply pump, pipe and well, as it usually works all year. And then if that gets frozen, then we've got a heated cable that goes on. If that doesn't work, then it goes to an emergency pipe that goes on. That goes to the well overland, that's heated. That's what we tried to use, and there was too many joints in it basically, and it's not been used for ages. I've had a freezing weather like this for ages, and it did not work. It failed, and the whole disaster. So we fitted about with it and re-insulated it and re-put the cable in it and redid everything in it and whatever, and it just did not perform. So I thought, don't do that anymore. And then the next level, of course, was a pump in the well. So a secondary pump in the well. The main pump is in the house, and the secondary pump's in the well. And secondary pump it in to the house. That didn't work either. That failed. So the last level of escalation or degradation, however you might call it, is bucket, rope, and into the well it goes. It does work. It's a fail safe of anything that is not coming out at minus temperatures. To get buckets of water is not fun. And of course, if you're getting buckets of water out of a well, you also, anything that's floating in the top of the well, you get that in your bucket as well, so that's nice. Obviously, every time you open the well up, bits drop into it, bits of all sorts of stuff, and you end up picking that out with your bucket, so it's extra nice. Normally it comes into the house and it's through a filter and then into the header tank, and its natural gravity feeds it into the house. So without that system, you get bits floating in your tea. It's not it's not ideal. But tomorrow, hopefully, the new piping, no joints in it, well, the minimal amount, and all new valves and stuff. It's all great. So that'll be in tomorrow. Heating cables all put in, it's all insulated, it's all ready. It's just get to pop it in, and away we go. And that's the plan tomorrow. And after that's done, if we've got hot water, well, we've got hot water, if we've got running water, should I say, then first thing I'm going to do is take a shower once it's running. And once I've had a shower, then I'm going to think about the next bit of my plan this week, which is one, getting my wife back home, because she's hiding in Severlosk down the road, in a warm house where they've got running water. She's actually working as well, so it makes sense for her to stay there while we're having this crisis and whatever. But so once she's back anyway, then it's a case of starting to get ready to look at the van, to get the van going again. It is basically getting the air collector off and then getting onto that. I think it's an EGR valve, I think that's what they call it. So it's basically a engine regulation thing, so it's opening and closing the air intake for the engine, and it's run on a electric solenoid, a bit like the electric valves that I was doing on it. If you watched any of the lessons where I was fixing the pile machines, it's kind of similar to that. It's what the same principle as an electromagnetic valve, so they're controlled electrically, except these don't have hydraulics in. It's just an air shut off. So, but without it, the engine won't run. Well, you could run it, you could fix it open and then run your engine. Probably very smoky, but wouldn't be regulated. Might even run away and refuse to stop. But, so anyway, the plan is to get that off in the next few days, a week or so, if it gets warmer, and get the van fixed, back on the road, and then can get loaded up and start getting ready for the move back to Novgorod. I'm planning by the end of March at the latest. That's my kind of plan. Beginning of March, it will start to get plus temperatures in Novgorod. It's only a few weeks away. We're going into a big thaw in the next couple of weeks here. So really, it's at least if we don't get up there in March, it'll be early April. But one or the other, we'll get up there. And evening, good day, spot. So that's Aussie Spy. He's on the channel, don't live too far from me. I could almost spit on him, and up the road there. And if you haven't seen his channel, click on his name. He does kind of urban exploring, he does storytelling, and he does abandoned places, Soviet fanatic, and what have you. So have a look at his channel, good channel to see, and I'm sure you'll enjoy his content. Makes much better videos than me. My videos are crap. But anyway, beside the point. If you don't know, my wife had recorded some videos while we were in Novgorod, and they weren't for YouTube. In fact, it was before the YouTube channel started, actually. And she recorded them for friends. She was just showing them the new plot of land and stuff, and the town and stuff like that. So I decided to turn them into a series called Her Eyes, and they're much different videos to mine. They are what do you call it? They're more from the heart and soul rather than the mechanics of building a house. or being an expat living in Russia. So her next one due out is on tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So please support her. Survey doesn't beat mine anyway on views. I was to be expected. And so if you've got a chance, go and see her videos and give it a view for us. And I really appreciate that. Don't even have to like it. It's in Russian. She don't speak English. It's in Russian. And I've translated her words into English manually to try and capture the meaning of what she's saying. So rather than the mechanics of machine translation. So if you get a chance, give her video a watch please, and I'll be really appreciate it. That's all I ask. And I think her videos give something that my videos cannot. She gives a perspective on things that I can't give. I'm very militaristic. I spent years in the army. Come on this way. Come on then. Very militaristic, where she sees things that I don't see. She sees the beauty in things that I just want to put in a straight line kind of thing. So it's it's cold out tonight. I'm not staying out long. And so yeah, that's her video out tomorrow. I think this one's called A Quiet Afternoon by the Polish River. It's in Stare Russa. Good evening, Natasha Cruz. Natasha Cruz. How you doing? Привет, Natashka. Natasha Cruz. I'll tell you what, look, this text has come up and I'm going to do away with that now because I don't need that. That's it, we're on the bottom now, so I'll spoil the view. Not that there isn't much view tonight, it's quite dark. So anyway, like I say, my wife's video's out tomorrow after 3 o'clock. Give it a watch for us. We really appreciate it. And really one of the best things you can do if you want to see my channel sort of grow and expand into different stuff. If you give a video a view, and really appreciate it. That's all I've asked. That's all I ask, please. So tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And I'll tell you about it actually. So we were down, it was summertime, I'm not sure what year it was, the last year I did before. We were in the town and we were across from the church, and the church once had a big bridge a wooden bridge going to it. And they took the bridge down eventually and built 2 new bridges. And what's left of the bridge, they turned it into a viewing point over the river over the last few years. And we were stood there looking about, and she's really saying how lovely the town is. And it's only a 3-minute video. It's not a big, long, huge hour-long video. It's only 3 minutes, so it's only short. But it's just nice. She sees things I don't see, and anybody who's a Russian speaker would like her words, and anybody who's not, then I have done a simple translation, but I've tried to capture her words as best I can, in the best kind of way I can. Unfortunately, translating Russian is not easy because Russian is a very poetic language and English is a very Germanic language, and it doesn't always translate too well. But I've tried to convey the meaning from her to her video. So, but anyway, have a look. It's only, like I say, 3 minutes long. That's all it is. I think it's 3 minutes. And then after that, then hopefully next week the Chinese battery hack video will be coming out. Hopefully I'll get it filmed this week. It's been a hell of a week with this water problem, and it's really, I'm exhausted from it, to be honest, and I've had enough. So I haven't done any filming. I haven't filmed the video for the Chinese battery hack, but hopefully if the water's on tomorrow, then I'll be able to do that and get that ready for next week. And then the week after that, there'll be another one of my wife's videos, and I've forgotten what it's going to be called, but it's something. I think it's called. It might be. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, it'll be coming out the week after. Basically, what the plan is for the channel is that I will do a video 1 week on the build or other things, and my wife will do a video on her stuff. But her stuff's won't be about build. It's not about hammers and nails and stuff. It's really from the heart, from the soul. It's something different from me. And so she'll do her own thing, and wherever it is, whether it be in the town or whether it be walking the dog at the pond or whatever it's going to be. So, and it'll be bi-weekly. One of mine, one of hers. One of mine, one of hers. That's the kind of plan. And hopefully I'll be able to bring you better content this year. The videos will be filmed better. I've got a better camera, better phone, and better tripod, all kinds of better stuff. So hopefully better microphone. So hopefully it should be much better this year, and do a much better job of the videos. And if I spread them out like I do once a week, then hopefully we should have enough videos to run it through all winter. I'm hoping that we'll be able to do it without a break, a video every week throughout the whole season and through winter. So that's the kind of plan. How we're gonna do it for this season 3 that's coming up. Season 3 on the build will be top plate, the last of the stud work to go in on the windows, and big window of course, and all that. So all that's got to be done, doorways and stuff. Quite a bit of work to do. There's even still a bit of stud work under the floor actually, in certain places that I didn't put in. So that's got to be done this year. And then on with the top plate, then on with the ceiling. Once the ceiling's on, then a platform has to be built up there where I will construct the roof things, the sort of gable ends and the roof. That's all got to be done. Yeah, so on with the roof. How far we get, I don't know. Depends on time, weather, finances, and my health. Because obviously, if you didn't know, or if you did know, I had a microstroke last year, so I'm gonna not gonna kick the arse out of it this year, and gotta take my time and not kill myself in the process, because being killed to death doesn't really appeal to me. It is going to take a lot longer this year because, as you know, I'm doing a solo build. This isn't a kind of AI fantasy cabin in the woods thing. This is a real build for a modern house, solo, and really is. And so everything I do this year will be at height, so ceilings at height, roofs at height, so up and down ladders kind of thing. So it's going to take a long time to do it. It's a lot of extra work, and I'm expecting it to take twice as long as the first, the walls and the flooring. So hopefully this year, plan is to get as far as the roof, or at least all the frame completed. That's kind of my mission this year. And then next year, if the roof's not on, first thing it'll be is the roof, followed by so the external finish, windows, doors, and then it's on with insulation, flooring insulation, walls insulation, all that. Then once that's done, it's on with electrics. I'll be doing all that myself, of course. Once all the electrics are in, then it's on with other systems, so water, heating, all that kind of stuff. And then after that, finally, we're going to do the garden, the landscaping of the garden, whatever, get some trees in and stuff, and finally make the move up there fully, which we want to do. Thinking about doing a plan for something to do along the lines of getting everybody who watches the channel to have a go at designing the garden, landscaping the garden, see what you can come up with. Some ideas. If I give you the exact dimensions of what's plotted where, and then see what people think, so what you can come up with. See if you can do a viewer interactive garden kind of thing, something different, and see what everybody. So if you come up with a good plan, that we can actually see it put into action, being built, being done, and then we'll see how it goes. That's kind of ideas I'm having at the moment, that kind of stuff. So, all interesting stuff, you know. This year, going to be a lot of live streaming from the town, a lot of live streaming from the build. There'll be a lot of live streaming, a lot of activity on the channel, a lot of activity on the build, and I'm really itching to get up there. I'm frustrated sitting here in winter time in St. Petersburg when I want to be in Novgorod. It's kind of sort of just it's kind of like a horrible itch I can't just scratch. I'm really dying to get up there, dying to get on with it, and it's going to be a great year. Oh, pardon me. So, you see it's a lovely sky out here tonight. Look, it's a bit orangey. I'll turn my flashlight off. But that's it. How's that for a nice view? Very quiet here tonight. Quiet and lovely. It is a lovely, lovely night tonight. Get a view of the sky over here when I get past these bushes. Dogs, where are you? So have a look up here. Oh, there's about that for a nice view of the sky. Don't jump on me. There's a bit of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sky tonight. It is very nice. It is very nice here in the winter time. Although it's cold. It's about -14 tonight. So it's dropped down again, yet again. So there we go. Okay. Come on, you bugger lugs. So that's Wolf Dog and him walked. Archie, where are you going? Come on. Home time, we're not going down there. Come on. Hey, we're having that. Come on, you bugger. Come on, Archie. So, anyway, it's getting cold. How are we? Carly Jane. Hello, Carly Jane. How are you doing? I remember that name. I remember that name very well. We're all great. I was about to go and I'll stay out a bit longer. So we were all okay, and then we had a disaster, and the water well ran out, and then the pipes froze, and I've had 4 days without water, or 5 days even, and it's getting to be a bit of a bind, and we're just about ready now. We've been fiddling around with pipes and stuff all week, and now tomorrow is final day, new pipe in, we've got it all ready, and it's all going to go in, and hopefully we'll get water on time. But the first one to get a shower, because showering out of the bucket is not good. That's my plan. Absolutely, but I am exhausted by it all, to be honest, and I'm fed up with it. And I want to get her up to Novgorod, where we'll have mains water rather than a bloody well. Wells are okay, but they run out in the winter and they run out in the summer, and yeah. But yeah, it's a pain in the butt, to be honest. I've had a lot of help from a very good friend, who shall remain nameless, Jason. Thank you to him. He's been helping me and trying to get this damn water situation sorted out, but it's not been easy. It's been a real pain. It's been very cold here. We hit at one point nighttime -27 last week. Very, very cold, unusually cold. That's what's causing our problems. And we're not the first ones, actually. The next neighbours, their heating pump went off before, and they had no heating for a while, and then they got that sorted out. And then, if you were watching, we had on the live stream with me and Ozzy Spy, a Russian girl. She was with me, and she's staying with us at the moment because her heating broke down, and it basically froze the house, and it smashed all the radiators. The ice smashed all the radiators. Every one of them broke. I think it's 10 radiators have gone. And also the shower is broken. All the pipes in there. Also, the washing machine has blown its load there. The dishwasher also got freezing treatment. Kettle, basically with water in her house. Come on! Come on then! Anything in her house that was there got completely smashed. She had no heating in the house, so she's staying in my house for the time being. So it's I tried to catch her lives, but they said it's okay. You don't have to be obliged to follow my lives. You know, I'm grateful here. Grateful everybody's here. It's you know, I like to chat to people and what have you. I wish, to be honest, there was some way of doing a live where I could get viewers to actually come on the live stream live kind of thing on the other kind of the thing, but as yet I've yet to work out how to do it. But it would be good to do that, wouldn't it? Some kind of video conferencing, like live video conference, not conference, but a video chat, a live video chat would be great fun, wouldn't it? I'm sure I'll think of something. If anybody comes up with an idea, drop me an email. Let me know. There's an email link on the channel. But you know, so yeah, that's what we've been at. It's been very cold. It's been minus. Tonight it's gone down to about -14 again. We thought it was getting warmer, and it's dropped down again. So Wolf, better wolf dog, yes. He's dark, snowing. No, it's not snowing, it's too cold to snow. Wolf dog, yes, he's there somewhere. Where are you, wolf dog? Come here. You're not a wolf dog. You look like a wolf dog. No, you're a wolf dog. Ah. We have to have that. Hey, go do wolf things. That doesn't include barking. Wolves aren't supposed to bark. But yeah, so that's what it's been like. It's been very cold recently. In fact, our next door neighbours on that side, they've packed up. There's nobody there. They've abandoned ship for the cold, which often happens in settlements. If anybody's, where is you, bro? This is Russia. This is just outside of St. Petersburg, between St. Petersburg and Krasny Selo, a place called Gorelovo. That's where we're at. Oh, my heating's on. I can smell smoke. So yeah, very, very cold weather. About -14 tonight at the moment. What's spring like in Russia? It's beautiful spring. It's beautiful. And it won't be long. It isn't far away. It's only another month or so, and we'll start seeing green buds. And all this snow start to melt very quickly. And once we go into spring thaw, it's like the domino effect. Everything just really thaws quickly. It's really nice, and you know, can't wait for it. It's beautiful. And where I'm, so you know, everybody who follows the channel or follows this live streams or watches the videos or whatever would know that I'm at the moment in St. Petersburg. This is where I do what I call wintering. I hide down here in the winter. And if you're watching the videos, you'll see that I'm building a house up in Novgorod in a place called Stara Russa, which is a very ancient town in Russia, one of the first towns in Russia actually. And up there, the weather is very different to St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is built on bogland and it's surrounded by sea, so you get a very high humidity here all year round. And you get a lot of snow and you get a lot of rain in St. Petersburg. A lot of cloud cover, a lot of fog. Yeah, not great weather. So I was going to say it definitely wasn't UK, the amount of snow there. But then I thought, that's a British accent. Where are you going? Yeah, so yeah, it's a British accent because I'm British. I've been living in Russia for the last 15 odd years, coming up 16 I think. Where am I going? I'm just out for it's just last night walk with the dogs. I've got Mongrel there. He's sort of part German Shepherd, part 1957. And the other one over there is a wolf dog, mixed wolf and probably either German Shepherd or Retriever. I'm not sure, but he's wolf and some other dog. And he's a bloody handful, aren't you? Hey, come here, wolf dog. Show your face. Come here, Jackie. Come here. Come here. Come here. Do your wolf dog face. Come here. What have you got on your face? You've got all snow on your face. So he's learned at the camera, when I call him at the camera, he's learned to run at the camera. so yeah, that's all. So it's just I do these walks at night for, I've got to walk these dogs at night. Unfortunately, although this is foresty where I live at the moment, it is getting urbanised. And if you look through there, you can see light, through there. But there is a public banya down there. And because of that, we've now got a lot more traffic. And I can't let them roam around anymore. And I can't let them out without supervision anymore. They used to be in the garden all the time. And well, these aren't the first two dogs. Well, these are the second pair of dogs. The first two German Shepherds are now long gone. These are the second dogs. And we used to let them just roam around the forest. And they would be in the garden, around the garden, in the forest. And what are you doing, you silly old thing? What are you doing, eh? Rolling in the snow again. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is that all about, eh? What are you doing? Come on. So, just let him Hey! Hey! Jackie! I have a Cocker Spaniel. As you look at my PFP. Wow, be careful, enjoy. Her shoes are stuffy. I mean, to rescue, no. well, kind of, yeah. He wasn't a rescue dog. The mongrel wasn't a rescue dog. He was a neighbour's dog. They got 2 dogs and they couldn't handle them. One went to the workplace and he was left behind, and we ended up with him. My wife took him in. It wasn't really rescued, just sort of confiscated. And the other dog there was given to a neighbour, an older guy, and the dog was only a year old, the wolf dog, only a year old, and the bloody owner died, so none of the neighbours, Jackie, none of the neighbours wanted him, too big and boisterous, and we ended up with him. So, kind of rescue, but we already knew the dog. He used to actually hang around with our dog, other dogs, and he was always hanging around our garden, so we did know him beforehand, but we got him as a year old. Profile picture, by the way. So yeah, so that's what happened with him, with the wolf dog. But it is a handful, like I say. It's not. I wouldn't recommend having a wolf dog to anybody unless you really understand dogs, really understand. They have a very different. They're not like ordinary dogs at all. They're very different behaviours. An ordinary dog, tail up, happy to curious, tail up, normal dogs. Wolf dog, tail will trail behind, and he will go into stalk mode at anything. Basically, anything doesn't like. Even if there was a black bag in the road and he saw it and he was suspicious, he'd go straight into stalk mode, head down. Very different. Wolf dog. Northern dog won't get beside anything hot. He'll sit there panting. Wolf dog will not. He'll get right beside the wood burner, as close as he can get, and he will not pant. Different behaviour. Ordinary dogs will chew a bone for the love of chewing a bone. Wolf dog will chew the meat off it and then disregard the rest. So, they're different behaviours. Can be loyal though. Yeah, they can be. And a bull and an English bulldog. I thought that said English bullfrog. I thought it was an English bullfrog. Bulldog. Can't be a bulldog, can you? They were great dogs. I know somebody who had a bulldog once. Long time. Do you remember the people who used to put the Union Jack little coats on the bulldogs years ago? I suppose that's all been banned nowadays. Probably offend somebody or something, won't it? You know. Aren't you afraid of Sasquatch? I think I heard something. You did hear something. Maybe you did. Shall we have a look around? Shall we go into the forest and have a look around? Mate, where are you from? I'm England. I am from Northern accent. I'm right. Where they come when you shoot them. Yes, I'm from Sheffield originally. Oh, there you go. Sheffield, England. So we'll have a look around the forest anyway, because sometimes here you do get wild bears, and you know they come here. Not so much in winter. I mean, it's cold to hibernate, right? But you just never know. Bears do appear every now and then. You have to keep an eye out in the forest there. And sometimes they do appear, and you know, you just have to keep an eye out for the bears. Sometimes they appear, sometimes they don't. You never know. You never know. Just keep an eye out. But anyway, England, Yorkshire. I'd seen red eyes, definitely Sasquatch. I think it is, yeah. I think Sasquatch, that's an American thing, isn't it? We don't have them in Russia. We only have bears. And I'm sorry. That's Barry the Bear. For those who don't know, the Western media has it that about bears. Where I'll tell you, there was a wolf. It's going too fast. I can't see now. You have to slow down with your typing. Oh, whatever. They weren't the wolf dog at Dog Trust. Can't read. No home, rehome. Wants to only return back to Dog Trust and Yorkshire. That's Max. Bigfoot. Open eye won't help you run to a bear. Subscribe. Thank you very much for subscribing. Media UK. Thank you very much, love all subscribers. Oh, that's giving me something there. North Yorkshire, West Yorkshire. I'm from South Yorkshire. I'm from Sheffield originally, although I grew up most of my life in Rotherham, in my youth in Rotherham, and I spent a lot of it in sort of my adolescence in near Barnsley, in Wath-upon-Dearne, if you've ever heard of that place. That's kind of where I was at. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I spent my youth there, but really, I went into the army at 20, just late 20. I was 21 in training, in fact. So, and then how come in Russia? Well, I came here 15 years ago, long before the Ukraine thing. That was. I was actually in Ukraine with my wife before that all happened. So, you know, how did I come here? I came here because I can live on my army pension here, and my wife's here. So, finances and love, you know, that's why I'm here. Built the first house here in St. Petersburg. That wasn't a solo build, that was kind of 50-50. I built some of it, builders built some of it, kind of 50-50 on that one. The build I'm doing at the moment is solo build. That's up in Novgorod. You can see the videos there if you want to. They're a bit technical, I apologise. The reason they're a bit technical because they were designed for a Telegram immigrant group coming to Russia, so that's why they're technical. The next season 3 won't be like that. They'll be story driven, much more YouTube friendly. So if you see those videos, bear in mind that they were filmed for Telegram and not for YouTube really. They were filmed before I actually had a YouTube channel, so that's why they came out a bit technical. I mean, I wouldn't say Russia's any better than the UK. For people-wise, they're very similar. I don't hate the UK. I'm not a UK hater or anything like that. UK is my hometown, my home country. You know, and really, from what I see on videos, on YouTube videos and news and whatever, it's so sad to see what's happened to the UK. I really despair at what I see, and I can't see what's true and what's not. I can only see what I see through the media, through the YouTube and whatever. I haven't been to the UK for a long time, so you know. But let's have a word, my comrade. Crime wise, bro, government wise, yeah. Crime, yeah. Horrible. I've seen, you know, from what I've seen on YouTube, knife crime seems to be out of control. Terrible things. The one thing I can say about Russia is Russia's got its good things and its bad things. It's not all unicorns around here and things and rainbows and that. It's a shame we are fighting each other. Russia just like us British. No, you got both citizenships. Yes, I do have both citizenships. Russia and Britain are not at war. They've not been at war. They're not at war. They will never be at war. Britain and Russia were actually very good friends. If you know anything about Britain and Russia, you'll know that Russian royal family were part of the British royal family as well. They were related, so it really is a close relationship. And it's only this Ukraine thing that's really caused it. The conflict, and I'm praying to God that the peace process is coming there. It's going to be over before too long. A lot of people have been killed, injured and maimed, and I really don't want to see anybody on either side that happened to. I was in Ukraine before the war. I did enjoy it. I was in Kiev and Mukachevo and places. I've got friends there, so it's nice. The only problem in the UK is Labour. I'm talking Putin and our government. Yeah, I mean, Britain and Russia are not at war. They're not at war. Britain says a lot of things, but yeah, whatever. Really, Britain's a shadow of what it once was. There's no fighting force there anymore. Army of 70,000. That includes cooks, bottle washers, and whatever. There is no fighting force there anymore. 2 aircraft carriers, one in sitting, being taken apart for parts, and the other one broken, I think, somewhere. So you know, not fighting force anymore. They couldn't take on Russia if they wanted to. I'm glad to say it as well. Wouldn't want a war between any of the NATO countries. You end up in nuclear Armageddon. So, yeah. The Labour government in the UK, from what I can see, is just an extension of the last government. It doesn't really seem... Politics don't seem to have any different flavours anymore. They just kind of same people in different colours, you know, red, Labour's red, Tories blue, and they don't seem to be any difference. They've not done anything. They're doing the same policies, aren't they? The same old rubbish, you know. You know, they hike the taxes up, take money off the poor man, immigration out of control. It's just the same old nonsense, year in, year out. And I wish they'd do something. Problem is now, because of Brexit, you can't stay no more than 90 days, then you have to leave. Yeah, my thing on Brexit was that it was wrong. Should have never happened. It was just stupid. What they should have done was stayed within Europe and reformed Europe, the EU. But by the by, it's done and dusted, and there's not a lot you can do about it now. What you voted for is what you get, you know. But as for the governments, they don't see too much difference in them anymore. Same thing. But I tell you what, folks, I'd love to start here chatting. More tax coming. I don't see the point in working. Yeah, it's madness. I'd love to start chatting, but it's -15 and I am starting to get cold now. My hands are starting to get cold and I can't start it. Even the dogs he's circling me now. He's saying, come on, it's time to go back and get it cold, so I can't start any longer. Unfortunately, winter live streams are limited. Come on then. Because they're cold. And when summer comes, there'll be a lot more live streams. We're going to do some live stream campfires around up in Novgorod, where we'll sit and chat to the wife and go, come on this way, Domoy. Domoy, come on. Domoy, where are you going? Domoy, and you don't start barking. Come on, Domoy. So yeah, not going to start any longer because I'm getting cold. And getting cold equals dangerous. So cannot do it. So anyway, I wish everybody a wonderful night. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for staying with me on this live stream. Very much appreciated. Love the chat. Love the interaction. It's really something I really enjoy more than making videos, in fact. So I'll see you all in the next live stream, probably in the morning when I take the dogs for a walk. Until then, have a great time wherever you are, and stay safe and warm, and take care of yourselves.